Bitch, I look so damn good right now. Excuse me, I'm feeling myself from my head to my toe. Bitch, I look so official. I earn my stripe like a ref. Step back, tip, I shine like Steph. Even from a distance, bitch, I look good. You ain't gotta gas me up, cause I know that I'm lit and the motherfucker can't do shit. Bitch, I look so damn good right now. Excuse me, I'm feeling myself from my head to my toe. Bitch, I look so official. I earn my stripe like a ref. Step back, tip, I shine like Steph. Even from a distance, bitch, you look good. You ain't gotta gas me up, cause I know that I'm lit and the motherfucker can't do shit. You ain't gotta gas me up. I'm something like a small car, and I never ever let a fuck nigga pass me up. If she throw it, I'ma knock it out the ballpark. Brand new drip, goddamn it, this sauce. Money is the language, goddamn it, let's talk. Moving with the money, goddamn it, let's walk. Clean it if a breeze, pose like freeze with the money like cheese, and the shit be different color like a rainbow. Chain like Django, soon Jimmy Fox on these niggas, and I eat the pussy like a mango. Bad bitch fancy, so showing off on these niggas. No, this ain't no Tommy, this is Polo, looking like Young Dro, so you know I'm cleaner than the mannequin. Ballin' like the Pro Bowl, looking like Romo, getting to the green like Flanagan. Get a picture of a nigga, go ahead and step back like Steph. On the quarter, nigga, cooking like chefs. So these bitches wanna blow a nigga whistle like refs. Prince Hakeem, how they drop the rose petals at my feet, bitch, part of my step. And you ain't gotta tell me shit. You can call it masturbation, now I'm motherfucking feeling myself. Bitch, I look so damn good right now. Excuse me, I'm feeling myself. I look so official. I earn my stripe like a ref. Step back, tip, I shine like Steph. Even from a dead bitch, I do. You ain't gotta gas me up, cause I know that I'm lit and the motherfucker can't do shit. Bitch, I look so damn good right now. Excuse me, I'm feeling myself from my head to my toe. Bitch, I look so official. I earn my stripe like a ref. Step back, tip, I shine like Steph. Even from a distance, bitch, I look good. You ain't gotta gas me up, cause I know that I'm lit and the motherfucker can't do shit. Excuse me, I'm feeling myself. Excuse me, I'm feeling myself. Excuse me, I'm feeling myself. Excuse me, I'm feeling myself.
Well, how's everybody doing? Figured I'd do a 420 little smoke break stream over here on this part of YouTube. Kind of got bored sitting in the book. I about whatever he's heard and done and seen, blah blah blah. Anyway, how's everybody doing? How y'all celebrating this holiday? We got any weed smokers out there? Anybody partaking with me today? Sorry, I can't chew bubble gum and walk at the same time. But anyway, let me go ahead and play one more song right quick while I post a link up here for anybody that comes through. Give me just a second. Going through my playlist. It's kind of big. Takes me a while to get to the bottom of it where the newer music is. So did anybody catch any good 420 live streams today? I spent time with family all day, just now getting around to celebrating the holiday. Early, late, however you want to see it. Trying to get a bunch of this shit set up right quick. See. Go up here a little more. Yeah. This wouldn't be a bad one. I kind of like this song. I kind of skipped the fuck out of that song right quick on accident. And I'm just gonna do it like that. Go add that to the screen. Screen share, I guess. At the stage, solo.
How can you love someone and learn to let them go? How can we fall apart on things we'll never know? Isn't it funny you can change your ways for someone to fill in your empty space? Tell me, is it really love if you have to ask if they'll stay?
Yeah, I got somebody I love, someone who's really important to me, but now they addicted to drugs. Someone who not who they used to be, and we ain't been keeping in touch. I ain't gonna say any names at all, cause I don't want no one to judge. But I wrote the song, I hope when they hear it, they'll never forget who they was. I hope you feeling your spirit enough. I wanna just tell you I love you in case that you really don't hear it as much. I know we ain't talked in a while, but fuck it, I really don't care what it was. I wanna reach out, but you keep on shutting me down, and you ain't been caring as much. What the fuck happened to you? You losing a fight. I never thought I'd see the day that you let addiction ruin your life. Everyone calling that shit a disease and making you feel like you in the right. But I hate the fact that you really be using that as an excuse to do what you like or do what you might. And I keep on praying and reaching for you. I hope you look in the mirror and see all the things I've been seeing in you. Hope your reflection will send you a message and show you this shit is much deeper than you. If you don't believe in yourself, then you'll never believe in somebody believing in you. And I gotta tell you the truth, cause I'm about to lose it. And you in denial about it and just wanna make up a million excuses. Tearing our family apart, but you leave us scarred and everyone bruises. Every decision affecting us all, and if you get lost, then everyone loses. For real. And I'ma be next to lead. I know that guy got a plan and you ain't fulfilling your destiny. Much as I need you, I will not be sticking around or watching you rest in peace. I promise I love you, but I gotta do what's best for me.
How can you love someone and learn to let them go? How can we fall apart on things we'll never know? Isn't it funny you can change your ways for someone to fill in your empty space? Tell me, is it really love if you have to ask if they'll stay?
Look, I know you've been calling for me. You hit on my phone, but I've been alone so long I'm harder to reach. I know you ain't saying any names, but I got a feeling you talking to me. I hate when these demons get into my soul. I feel like I'm caught in the beast. How do I let go of something I know is bigger and stronger than me? If I could be honest, I'll tell you the truth. I'm not who you want me to be. Nobody is perfect, not even you. So why you keep targeting me? I feel like we can't even have a genuine convo without you starting to preach. I feel like a dog on a leash. It's not what I need. Living in hell, wondering when I gotta leave. Like, how can I breathe? How you gonna tell me addiction's not a disease? What do you mean? If it's not a disease, then why has it gotten to me? It's not what it seems. But you always be making me feel like the problem is me. I'm not gonna be who you want me to be. Like God decided for me. And speaking of God, how the fuck you know all of the plans he's got for me? So give me a break. I've been inching away from trying to get out of this dream. I'm drifting away. How come you only there for me when I be trying to get clean? My biggest mistake is me wishing that things were different. I felt like the drugs is made for sitting. That's why I've been stuck in the same position. Fuck. I'm falling, but I cannot budge. Been wondering why I'm in love with a strange addiction. And why the fuck you always playing a victim? A lot of this shit that you hate to mention, it sucks that I had to change your vision. question. But ain't nothing left for me, so you can just quit addressing me. I guess it's just my destiny. So take me as I am, or let me be. Tired of you stressing me, cause shit I gotta do is best for me.
How can you love someone and learn to let them go? How can we fall apart on things we'll never know? Isn't it funny you can change your ways for someone to fill in your empty space? Tell me, is it really love if you have to ask if they'll stay? How can you love someone and learn to let them go? How can we fall apart on things we'll never know? Isn't it funny you can change your ways for someone to fill in your empty space? Tell me, is it really love if you have to ask if they'll stay?
Tell me, what do you see when you look in my eyes? Got a lot on my mind, hoping I never be going out of my mind. Been trying to mature without growing out of my prime. I thought I was ready, it really wasn't my time. I know, I live in my head. I said I'd be rich and I did what I did, but I don't do this shit for me, I do this shit for my kids. I teach them how to go and get it when they're ready to leave. But tired of living up in hell when I know heaven is free. And nothing really more important than protecting me peace. I wanna teach them how to grow up and be better than me. When I was chasing on the paper with no second to breathe, but I told myself don't ever give up and accept defeat. And my premonitions already written indefinitely, but I never listened. I know my vision, they never could see. And truthfully, I wasn't even supposed to make it this far. But take it this far. Out of the God got me, I'm thanking him for it. As soon as I get it, then I'll be paying him for it. You know you made it when all the haters support. The haters support. Jonah been working and I ain't taking no shorts. When they tell me be humble, then I'ma take it too far. Shit, I used to feel like Will, now I'm feeling like made mistakes, can't get it right, yeah. Niggas can't stand me, I'm living like, trying to win a Grammy like Killer Mike, I'm on the dog like Killer Mike, yeah. Took a lot of L's trying to win a fight, got back up, I'm still alright, yeah. I be alright, I'm still alright. And I don't really care about nothing except for keeping my legacy. Hoping I be living long enough to see what the end of me. Gotta take a shot for every nigga trying to get rid of me. I wish they could look inside my soul and see what they did to me. I got a fire inside me and a secret within me. When I look inside the mirror, all I see is a little me. Wishing I could break up, but I hope that even no hinder me. If I overcome it, then I'll be achieving the victory, yeah.
What you really want, what it really is. I remember living my life with a million fears. Over the years, I thought I had a million ideas. Or I had a 5-piece to release nonsense. I do it for the art, not the content. All I really wanted was acceptance. Now as a man, I can vent this. Fuck that endless. Do what you love in this life. Don't let hate in your life. No, don't work for a job till you ate it. And look back like goddamn, I really done gave up my life. If I say this one life with this verse and it's worth it. If this is your future, you need to reverse it. Ain't nobody perfect, man. Fuck all that cake, it ain't worth it. Just take what you buried deep down in the earth that I know that you heard it. A voice from within, not above. So do what you love. Ain't no way I can keep it up. Feeling this creeping up, telling me I would not be enough. No, wasn't being me enough. I think I see enough of what I don't want in my life. Give a damn if it's right. That's the reason I write. Need a reason to fight, cause I need it in sight. With these monsters inside, it get darker than what I would like. But I know
ain't no way
I'm
that you could
right.
never know my struggle. As a child going through shit way harder than blowing out a bubble. I would know a lot of trouble before I got to the lyrical ability of water that was flowing out of funnel like a channel. The aggression and depression for only a moment when I had to realize rapping ain't it. When there wasn't no more money from a record deal, I couldn't get another one, so I was about to quit. Had to get a job. Didn't want to be a slob, even though I would rather be spitting bars. Then one day somebody saw me at work and said, "Twister, why are you in here washing cars?" That hurt my heart. That shit tore me apart. So I prayed up to God that if I ever got another chance at music, I won't take it for granted. I'm a dunk if I get the law. Ran into AK from Do or Die. He said, "Come to the studio, I'ma put you on a song." Start my new gig in the morning, but I'ma come after. This is my chance to get back on. Thankful that I was living at my brother's house, but I want my own, so I'm finna go in. I walked in the lab and the beat was by tracks. The title of the song was Pope Pin. I said, ooh, snap. I told them I'm about to chat. Spit it funky like I'm a Mac. I'ma come off so hard on this track, it's gonna change my condition. Change the way people rap. Might be broke as shit, and they collecting no dope from tips, but I be spitting more game than a mouthful of poker chips. And I was glad that the world recognized how dope this is, and the prayer was effective. If you stressed and depressed, then let this comment soak in your brain. First time that I ever played Pope Pimp for somebody, I was on the way to work on the train, and I didn't quit it until the record was dropping. But when I did it, I knew it was right. Cause through my prayers and my faith and my works, it gets darker than what I would like, but I know I'm alright.
In the background, and I'm on mute.
What were you saying, baby?
I was saying that I was
Hi,
clicking on
honey.
some stuff and I was on mute. Hey babe.
No, I
So
like that song. It's like a little story. Okay, I didn't know that was his first record. That's my favorite song. Still Bo Pimpin'.
yeah, yeah,
I
I would
just,
say that it was.
I just thought that was really interesting. Oh, well, I was just sitting there trying to join you on your little, 420 situation. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I was watching live streams and they're all a bunch of people bitching, crying, and whining about other people, and that shit gets old.
Oh,
So
well,
I
then shit. Let's
figured,
go ahead and talk about what we want to talk about. It's 420, right? So can I go ahead and ask some 420 questions?
yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna do. I was gonna tell 420 stories and start with things of the nature of how I first picked up weed, what it was, the
Oh, no,
experience.
no, 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 no. Those are not the 420 questions I was talking about, honey. Okay, my 420. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the first one. So while I'm sitting here and I'm looking at, while we were sitting here and talking about Justin Bieber, has anybody ever wondered what'll happen to Justin Timberlake? I mean, he was a Disney kid. He's pretty boy. Was even a part of the whole group of NSYNC. Now remember, he was also supposedly, pretty famous by itself, and he has, a self-named album. So that means a lot like Britney, his name, which is his name, is the business. So
Yeah, you said he was in NSYNC. I was kind of thinking NSYNC was Justin Timberlake, honestly.
okay, so with that being said, let me be not even so sensitive about it since right now it's just us. Hey, baby. So
Well, it's
since it's
Justin
just us,
Timberlake gotta do with 420, baby.
absolutely nothing. I just want to know how many dudes do you think sat there and fucked Justin Timberlake for him to sit there and be famous as he was for as long as he was?
Oh, I thought you was leading it into something 420. I guess it's just a 420 type question. Like you got high,
Well,
forgot to.
I mean,
You
it
know
could
what I
have
mean?
been a 420. Okay, fine. I'll go ahead and turn it into the 420 type questions. What kind of drugs do you think this man had to be high off of in order to sit there and get fucked in the ass by multiple men?
I know for a fact what the drug's called, but I'm act like the person that don't know, and I'd say probably Molly or ecstasy or something like that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A super duper Spanish fly. I don't
All
know.
right. Hi everybody here. I don't know why I just thought it was me and my hubby. Hi everybody that's here. Everybody that's in the chat. Hello, hello. I'm sorry if I end up fucking your world up today, but it's all right. Go ahead and smoke a blunt. You'll be all right. So that's the mood I'm on. Okay. So I mean, we're sitting at there was a lot of people sitting here talking about this Diddy shit and blah 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 blah. And okay, yeah, we are going from Diddy to Usher to other people that Diddy brought on, other people that Usher brought on. I actually sat there and saw one earlier today. You can also talk about Tevin Campbell, the people that Quincy Jones brought on. A lot of the people that we absolutely love and some of our favorites R&B artists. And honestly, not only R&B artists, but also switching over and transitioning over into acting. So if we already also know that Cuba Gooding Jr. was in on the whole recruitment of males for this man and his sadist appetite, so to speak. So how many of the film stars do you think were a part of this? And when I say this, I'm not just talking about the Disney, the Nickelodeon documentary that they have out, behind the scenes or something like that. I'm not just talking about them. I'm not talking about, the Coreys, okay, and their story. I'm not talking, about certain people. I mean, I'm wondering because I'm really looking at, and mind you, I'm sober. This is why it's probably fucked up for me because I'm sober, right? And I'm sitting here and I'm looking and I'm really looking at, okay, so has every actor that we've ever loved, lusted over, actresses that we've loved, lusted over, it does not matter what kind of art, right? It can be picture art, performance art, movie art, rapper, singer, whatever the fuck, right? And this goes amongst all genres. How much bullshit did they have to go through to get to where they were lusted after, and then even after being lusted after by the people who would even present an option for them?
Well, babe,
What I
this,
think is going on?
this is really, really far off. Like some people probably don't even know what we're talking about. So how about we do it like this? We talk a little bit of weed talk, and then while we're doing that, you pull up
Oh,
one of
okay.
those. Listen, baby,
Okay.
you pull up one of those videos that you was watching with the insider that knows everything, that's been trying to get her voice out there long before
hmm
Cat Williams, and we'll play one of those and narrate it and go over it and all of that.
I will do the weed questions. Sorry if I fucked up anybody else's high. I'll do the weed questions. I don't know if they're ready for my sober brain to go down there because I'm probably gonna fuck up their high. So I will do this one.
No, we could
Um,
totally do that, babe. I think it's worthy content to get into anyway, because it's not a lot of people digging into the content that was already there.
mm, I'm gonna go ahead and do a weed question for some people, and I hope this ain't too deep. Um, in Eliza fashion, why is it why is it easier to say I love you to somebody outside of your body than to say I love you to yourself? Sorry, I'm not our son is in the background. Um, why is it easier for you to get naked to fuck somebody, yet you can't have an honest conversation with yourself?
Okay, these don't really sound like weak questions, though.
Well, I mean, it is a weird question. It just depends on, how deep you're trying to get into. Because whenever I get high, I
No,
like to go
it,
deep. Oh,
it
okay.
sounds like some shit that'll fuck up a nigga weed high.
Okay. Sorry. I'll try this one. What all do y'all think is going on the other side of the moon that y'all can't see? Is that better?
No,
No. Oh,
we could definitely tell you to smoke weed, baby. Let me ask you a question. Here's a weed question.
okay.
You don't smoke weed, but you tried weed. When was the first time you ever tried weed? You don't have to talk about who you was with, where you was. Just when was the first time? How old was you?
17.
17 years old. So the first time you puffed and
Hold
passed.
on. No. It wasn't like that. So let me go ahead and tell the story. So whenever I was 17 years old and I was hanging out with, at that time, my first real boyfriend, and some of his friends, it was never a puff up pass. They had 6 blunts going into rotation at one time. And if I came into my living room of the apartment I was at that time, you were gonna get contact high. For those motherfuckers that sit there and say you can't get contact, y'all motherfuckers ain't got good weed. Y'all shit is bullshit. Um, got contact high. I'm not the only one that got contact high. The dog got contact high. We had a little cat. The cat was high. One of the homies that was there was actually a chick. She sat there and had her kids in the bedroom with me, but I had to go to the bathroom, which means I had to go down the hallway. Even her kids, because the shit was coming from under the door. And mind you, I'm not a smoker, so it didn't dawn on me that maybe I should wet a towel and put it under put it at the bottom of the door. But yeah, even they were getting contact high in the bedroom away from everything. So yeah, that
So
shit was loud.
you actually knew people that would wet the towel, put it underneath the door, huh?
Yeah,
And
you
6
did
blunts
too.
in rotation. Yeah, that sounds like some fun guys. That sounds like they like to get high like me and my friends like to get high.
Your dad's in there, okay? Go ahead. Your daughter's coming in there, baby. So, I mean, I love how this man say all this, but he knows who the people were. They were his friends, and um, you know, but no, I'm not a weed smoker. I will say this: one of them people was my cousin, my people's, and he informed me about different feelings of the contact high and what was safe and what was not. So I guess I had my, um, not all weed is treated equal. You can't smoke everybody's shit. And what to look out for, class 101 with my cousin while he was high. It was hilarious. Well, it wasn't really funny, but it was. Now I look back on it, it's funny.
Well, this is real. These are things that you got to look out for. You know, somebody hit me with the
Yeah.
OD once before, and that shit don't feel nice, especially when you inhale with big lungs on the weed. All right,
Yeah.
so we're talking about 17. That was the first time you puff and
No, I did not
whatever.
put my pants. Nigga, I went to the bathroom.
So,
I was high before I made it to the toilet.
so it was all contact high.
Yes. And man, look, I'm gonna tell you how the story. I sat on the toilet. I was stuck on that bitch for 2 hours. I could not get up. I was stuck. I literally was so high. I'm sitting here and I swear to God in my head, I'm shouting, help me. I need to get help up off the toilet. Now, it's not dawning on me at this time that there are other men in this fucking place or anything like this. I was so high, literally, all I was saying is, I need help off the toilet. I need help. I need help. And I'm sitting here, I swore I was yelling, and all I was doing is whispering heavy. Could nobody hear me? There was music playing and everything. I was quiet as a fucking church mouse. Could nobody hear me? I was high as fuck. Never again. So there was no puff puff pass. There was no hit. There was none of that shit. I literally walked out of my bedroom. I went down the hall to go to the bathroom, took my pants down, sat on the toilet, was stuck. Was high as fuck. Couldn't get out that bitch for 2 hours. And then when I
Damn.
finally did realize I had the strength to get off of it, I go to my fridge. Now, mind you, my fridge, because this is the boyfriend, at this time, this is my first boyfriend's apartment. So I've already sat there and put groceries in the fucking fridge. Because at this time, I'm working, he's working, but I'm a lot more practical. He's buying other shit. And I'm buying, practical shit like food and toiletries, etc., etc. So I go to my fridge. Not only is my fridge halfway empty, but that's the first time I realized pineapple is not the best choice of something to eat when you're hot. Yeah. As well as the enzymes also begin to eat your skin as well. Yeah. Hey, Amanda. How you doing? But
Okay.
yeah, I was high as shit whenever I got off the toilet, went to go get something to eat, sit down. I sat there and drank some orange juice, realized that made my fucking thirst worse. I never had cotton mouth before, y'all, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm sitting here and trying to drink all the juice first because at this time it's not dawning on me to go ahead and get some water. Why? This is the first time being high. My brain cells is not firing off the way they're supposed to. So I'm already drinking orange juice, which is really, really acidic. And so then I'm sitting here seeing some pineapple. All right, so I have a whole full fucking pineapple, and then I got some that are already cut in slices. I'll go to eat the slices first. So I'm sitting here looking like, damn, they juicy, they wet, blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. No. By the time I realized I was still eating pineapple,
It was
which
what
for,
again?
you know what? Don't play with me. Cut it out.
You saying all the right thing.
Obviously. But by the time I realized I was still trying to eat this fucking pineapple, my face was burning, my eyes were almost burning. I could actually feel the pineapple juice all over my face. And I didn't forgot there was kids in there that, might have been hungry or whatever being in that bedroom. And I finally ended up like getting them some juice or some water or something. Honestly, I think I got it for me and then forgot they were in there. So whenever I saw they were in there, instantly gave it to them. But yeah, I ended up like putting them to bed and then going to sleep myself to sit there and try to work that shit off. Yeah. That was the first time I ever got high. Nah, I didn't like that shit. I did not like that shit at all. No.
Okay, so I've never had one of these contact highs. I call them mythical highs. Me and some of those friends that you were smoking with.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. to the ones that ain't here no more.
Mm-hmm.
But first time I smoked, I actually like put it was actually like a fat ass Cheech and Chong joint. I was probably like 11, and my buddy had stole his mom and dad's weed. We had wrote the whole bag in a paper. You don't
The whole
understand?
bag.
The whole bag.
Mm.
It was just me, him, and my cousin, the crazy light skinned one.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna say his name, but yeah. I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
who
yeah.
that is. Oh my god.
So we ended up hit this thing down to a dub, right? Cousin high, homeboy high. I didn't feel nothing. Swear to you on everything. Did not feel a thing. So then turn around. Second time that I actually tried smoking was years later. I was probably about 15, 16, somewhere around there. Hit something with my homeboy Ricky Marcus before he passed away. R.I.P. Ricky. But man, I was so blitzed. I was so gone. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I thought I was dying. I was like, dude, why is my heart beating so fast? I think somebody needs to call an ambulance. Oh God, I'm gonna die.
So you mean to tell me you turn into that lady on Medea that's sitting here and seeing rabbits and thinking she gonna die?
Dude, I down there fainted from anxiety.
Oh god. See, and here's the weird thing. Whenever I smoked, I didn't really smoke, but I really didn't have anxiety at that time. Actually, I guess I could tell you about the first time I actually like hit the blunt.
Okay. Well, was it a different experience or the same?
Nah, I got stuck, yeah, but I wasn't in the bathroom. Oh, actually, I think I army crawled. Yeah, so never mind. It wasn't that exact time, but it was a similar experience. First time I sat there and hit the blunt, the homeboy that we just saw, babe. He was playing the Xbox. I remember he was sitting here playing. Uh, what was that? So we was playing Mortal Kombat, and I'm trying to remember which one it was because he always played chess with the characters and be kicking everybody ass. And so he was there. Some of the other ones that are not here anymore, some of the other ones you don't deal with anymore. Freddy Krueger and some other
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
and shit like this.
That's the one that took his mom and dad's weed.
Ah, yeah, that sounds like you. Anywho, so and my cousin there, right? Now he's sitting there saying, Cuzzo, look, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna roll this. I want you to hit this, but I want you to hit this one, this specific one. There's gonna be some others going around. Don't touch them bitches. You only hit this one. Matter of fact, look, he said, this is how I know you, this is how I want you to know, whatever. So he was rolling with some grape swishers and then he sat there and used something else. I want to say it was like a Black and Mild something, right? And no, I remember what he did. He sat there and put the filter on this blunt. So this way I would know that that was the one I could hit while the mug was going in rotation. So I'm like, all right, cool. He sat there and told everybody, do not sit there and take that filter off because that was for Cuzzo because, you know, I don't smoke. I don't even smoke cigarettes. You know, it's an introduction to me getting high, not to fuck it up because if they sat there and messed with that, he was going to fuck them up. Okay, cool. Right? Rules of the room. So I'm sitting here hitting this one. I'm not realizing that, first of all, the other ones that were in rotation, I might be saying too much. Anyway, so the blunt that I had, whenever I went to smoke it, he sat there and was telling me, okay, cousin, you know how you sit there and hit? Because first he was sitting there and trying to explain to me how to hit it. Because I had never smoked cigarettes, never smoked anything. So of course, whenever I'm sitting there taking it in, he's like, just breathe it in. And I'm sitting here, because it's something foreign in my lungs. So of course they're all up like, oh my God, why is she sitting there coughing like that? Dang, she ain't never smoked. And literally he's like, no, motherfucker, she ain't never smoked, like duh. So he's sitting here and literally trying to walk me through, just being able to breathe. So I said, okay. And as I'm doing this, he said, okay, so you see that feeling, how you're getting kind of fuzzy and how you feel kind of fuzzy. And I was like, at first I was like, nah, and I was like, yeah, okay, I feel kind of fuzzy. He said, all right, whenever you're sitting here and smoking and you feel kind of fuzzy, this is okay. That's good. That's cool. He said, cousin, if there's ever a time where you feel needles at the back of your throat, leave the room. Stop smoking, get up, leave the room. Don't give a fuck, get up, leave the room. I'm sitting here like, okay, that's weird. But once again, he's the weed guy. So I'm just going to be like, all right, I like to follow instructions. Okay. I'm not too proud to sit there and say, I know how to follow instructions. All right. So he was like, look, from now on, this one is yours. If you want it, you can have it keep going in rotation, but this one is yours. He said, man, I'll take it out of rotation, have something else. If you want another one, let me know. So, of course, I didn't realize I was high. I'm just sitting here smoking it because, now I finally learned how to smoke. My lungs, I'm not coughing like I'm dying, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm thinking I'm getting the hang of this. Oh, when I sit there and tell y'all, bro, I had to pee for 4 hours to not get the fuck up off the couch. I'm literally looking at the time. I'm watching the time going like the fucking second thing on the clock because the clock wasn't it wasn't one of those analytical or, it wasn't the number clocks. It was the round ones. So when I sit there and tell y'all, I'm halfway watching this dude sitting here playing Mortal Kombat. The other half, I'm sitting there and trying to half-ass listen to conversations that ain't making no sense. Even with me high, they are literally below my mental pay grade. And then I'm sitting here watching the clock. I was stuck on that fucking couch for 4 hours. Couldn't get myself up.
That's a long time.
Man, I had to pee all the fucking time. I couldn't get up. So when I finally got up, well, look, when I sit there and tell you I was stuck, I had to have help just standing up, and then my knees buckled, and I ended up falling to the ground. And I by this time, I'm like, fuck it. I just laid down and I start army crawling, using my elbows, trying to go to the fucking bathroom and shit. By the time I sat there, finally got to the bathroom, I get up to go to the bathroom. Whenever I'm going to the bathroom, I'm sobering up a little bit because once again, it's kind of away from all the other weed smoke that's going on. And I think right. So I think at that time also somebody opened up the sliding glass apartment window. And at this time, I was like, all right, I'm sobering up a little bit. So now, I'm like, okay, oh, I can move. Oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do that. So I start feeling real good. So I go ahead and get some water and I go to sit back down. Once again, I did not realize that the main reason that these motherfuckers opened up the windows because they had sat there and did more in rotation. Yeah. Um, that's whenever I started noticing based off of their shit because I had already put my blunt out. I was gonna save it for later by myself, kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
or whenever it was just me and my cousin. Um, at that time, I started realizing even being in the room, the stuff that I was feeling were like needles. First, they were like little dull needles that I kind of felt at the back of my throat, and then how you sit there and try to, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't clearing. I would sit there and try to drink. That wasn't helping it. And then actually, the more I did, the stronger that needle feeling, that sharp feeling, like I had actually like swallowed like a little cotton ball full of like little spikes or something.
Uh-huh.
That's when I realized, yep, I need to get up out of the room. I needed to go. I need to go outside. Um, I remember I was going outside and somebody asked me where I was going. And I said I was going to a car. I didn't even have a car at this time. Fuck, I was 17. I didn't have no fucking car at this time. I didn't get my car until like 2 months later. But these motherfuckers was so high. I sat there and told them I'm going out to the car. Didn't nobody question shit. They were just like, all right. Did nobody ask what car you going to? Who got a car? None of that shit. Um, so as I'm going outside, my mind is clearing. I'm actually being able to feel the breeze, so I feel better. I'm feeling kind of like I can move, I can do this. It's like the cloudy fog is kind of removing. And then some of the neighbors to the ex-boyfriend's apartment, and the neighbors were really, really cool. At least at that time, at least that's what I thought. So I'm sitting there talking to them. They sitting here talking about, oh, you smell good. I'm thinking it's a perfume. I'm not realizing I smell like weed. So then they end up going up to that apartment, and whatever, there was something that was in the weed that wasn't supposed to be in the weed. Whatever was in the weed, they brought some of their own. And that's when afterwards, I sat back down, and while they were sitting there smoking again, the same thing started happening. I remember my mind kept complaining about it because when I sit there and tell you I was stuck as fuck. I was too stuck to talk. Now, if anybody has ever seen me high, because I've actually been on I've been on lives high twice. I would either start talking a lot or I would stop talking altogether. This was one of those times where I stopped talking altogether because I did not like the way I felt. So I ended up going back outside again. Um, I think that was the first time I literally had my cousin go ahead and get me a ride back to my mama's house. And that was the first time I had been to my mama's house in a long time. And I felt more comfortable just being at her house and just being able to go to sleep. Yeah, so that's the first time that I voluntarily smoked weed. I decided weed was not it for me. Due to my first experience, I really didn't feel safe. I was already pre-warned about, when there's some shit in the weed that ain't supposed to be there, and that's the exact experience I had. So then I felt like, okay, I really can't even trust people to sit there and smoke around me because, my own cousin who's sitting here rolling this shit. I feel like he was the only one that was really looking out for me. Cause shit, didn't nobody else say nothing. All they did was sitting there and taking the shit to the face. They didn't say nothing. They didn't warn me. They didn't give me no heads up. They didn't, sit there and tell me what it was that was in the shit when they were gonna have that shit in rotation. Didn't nobody even tell me, hey, go to the bedroom, go to the bathroom, none of that shit. So then my cousin, my peoples, I was like, you know what? I'm good. So then I realized I'm kind of extra paranoid, or not really extra paranoid, but I'm extra alert whenever I'm high. I feel like I have to be. So that's why I don't get high. I rambled. My bad, y'all.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. 420 is over. I'm thinking about signing off, playing more of this video
Damn,
game.
I'm sorry.
You're good, baby. I mean, we could go over some of that stuff you was watching for real. I'm down for that.
No, nah. I went over 8 hours of it yesterday.
Okay,
Uh-uh.
maybe another day.
And then I'll put it to you like this. I think that um that person ended up going to a hospital. And whenever they came out of the hospital, they started acting really, really erratic. And don't get me wrong, beforehand, they could have been seen as erratic, but honestly, it could also be seen as really passionate about something, especially whenever it's, in a matter of safety. And it looked like after this person got out of the hospital, they were acting erratic in ways that had not been seen on the count before. And I'm not gonna lie, it felt like I didn't know whether they had given this person something, whether they had done something to this person so that this is the way they responded. On top of the fact that the person was now in a union and their partner did not look very safe, secure. They had actually previously went over a video of some incidences between them and their partner, and these people had just uh, recently had been wed, right?
Hmm.
And even in that, you're hearing, one of the fights that they're having at an airport. You're hearing another fight that they're having at the hospital. You're hearing a lot of this, and it does not sound like two people that love and support each other. It sounds like one person that is trying to force somebody to do something that they don't want to do, and then also trying to antagonize, as
And what are
well
we
as try
referring
to
to?
bait. Hmm.
What are we referring to?
Um, the person and their partner. And in this specific part of the interview, they had, yeah, video footage of what was going on in their life days prior to the interview. That also made headlining social media news. So, on top of the fact that, babe, if you had seen this person, your gaydar would have went off really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
Like, I looked and I'm sitting here like, okay, with all the information that this person has stated about themselves, the industry, the part they played on both sides, you know what I mean? This person being into men as well as into women, and, the way they have to carry out certain things to, appease both sides, right? Um, it was astounding to me that when I sit there and I tell you I looked, I'm like, wow, this man looks like he needs a wig on because he already looks like he's in drag. He's just missing a few things. He okay, but I'm a whenever we get off the live, I'm gonna show you a picture of him, and I'm gonna let you listen. I'm gonna let you listen to him talk, and then all I want you to do is say yes or no. Yes or no. You remind me of the other person we just saw at the gas. Baby, remember that other person we just saw at the gas station on the machine? He reminded me of that person.
Ah, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do get
without the glasses. Yeah. And then, just listening to the interaction between them, and it just
ain't nothing wrong with it. If that's what they like. I mean,
no. It's yeah. As far as their personal shit, I really don't give a fuck what they do behind closed doors. That ain't got shit to do with me. Shit, if that's your partner, that's your partner. But if that's your partner, whenever you need help and whenever it's perceived that you may need some mental help or some emotional help,
know what's up though.
Your partner is supposed to be able to be your partner is supposed to be able to be your backbone and your support, and that was absolutely not what was going on here. And like I said, it really seemed like every single time that there was a perfect opportunity to be taken to be able to utilize and strengthen the bond and union, it was taken to express domination of the situation. And I'm coming in, babe. Oh, okay. Wow. You got my house sitting here smelling like fucking Cheech and Chong. Mm-mm-mm. Cheech and Chong. Do y'all hear me? This man sitting here and trying to get high enough to see four of me. That's what he's trying to do.
Don't tell me why I'm sitting here telling my story. She said she can't see nothing but smoke in this room.
Man, look, it is so fucking cloudy in there. And I was like, wow, I'm sitting here and telling you my story about my fucking contact high. And this motherfucker is so. When I sit there and tell you he's so damn high in that fucking room, man, I could barely fucking find a fucking bathroom. Luckily, I know about fucking memory. Because I sure would have walked into a fucking wall.
How you overdoing it? I love you.
Now, I'm overdoing it? No, you're just used to getting high. I'm used to being sober and being able to see. I have great eyes. It is cloudy as shit in there. Just because you're looking at a screen and it's bright for you does not mean the rest of the room is bright for everybody else, my love.
This is true. This is true. Because the rest of the house has bright, bright lights. I like living like a vampire.
Well, yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Nah, I'm just anyway. Yeah, you ready to sign off, babe, or was you gonna tell the rest of
Yeah,
your story, or
I'm ready to sign off, but I can go ahead and finish though. What I was sitting there saying is uh the 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 person's significant other, they could have used those as opportunities to be able to, speak calm, be their partner's anchor. You know what I mean? Be their peace. Kind of be able to bring them down. Emotionally and stuff like that. But no, they were literally just stroking the fire, baby. They were just throwing gasoline on that shit. I don't even know if it was gasoline or propane. They were just sitting there and just they were trying to make that person blow the fuck up. They literally were trying to. And later on, come to find out, them wedding the other person was nothing more than a gimmick that was utilized specifically for the intent to get insight for content creation. So imagine somebody married you just to be able to go ahead and use you for content creation and a consistent source of content. Not for your betterment, not for their betterment, not for, a union or a bond, you all building together, none of that. Just so you can be exploited. That shit was sick to me. So, but no, I made it through 8 hours of that. Not all of that. It was actually a lot of really amazing jaw dropping information. Oh my word, it's fucking beautiful. But there was a good 3 or 4 hours dealing with that, and yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm ready to hop off. Thanks
All right.
everybody for joining. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble. Love you, honey. And I will be in the next room.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye bye now.
Stupid ass heart got me hurt again. Staring out the window like I'm about to drop an R&B single. Feeling in my heart, it's not gonna work again if it's the price of love. Fuck it, bitch, I'd rather be single. It ain't worth it. Trying to put your heart into a purse. It ain't worth it. Trying to put your heart into a bed. It ain't worth it. Trying to put your heart into some shit when you know the end result is you go into purdy. I think I need to get my heart a break. Cause lately it's been hurting, I don't really know how much this shit can take. And every time I feel I found a way to finally open up and show emotions, that shit feel like a mistake. Yeah, they sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. And feeling like I'm sick and tired of hearing bitches lie. And feeling like I'm sick and tired of giving shit a try. When I know the end result, it just regret and wasted time. Taught myself to love myself, but it didn't seem to work. You get shit you don't deserve when you put up the people first. And when you do shit from the heart, it's like you seem to get it worse. So I lock this shit away until I find someone who really know the word. My fate ass heart got me hurt again. Staring out the window like I'm about to drop an R&B single. Feeling in my heart, it's not gonna work again. It's the price of love. Fuck it, bitch, I'd rather be single. It ain't worth it. Trying to put your heart into a purse. It ain't worth it. Trying to put your heart into a bed. It ain't worth it. Trying to put your heart into some shit when you know the end result is you go into hurt again. Oh, stupid ass heart got me hurt again. Staring out the window like I'm about to drop an R&B single. Feeling in my heart, it's not gonna work again if this the price of love. Fuck it, bitch, I'd rather be single.